One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Baylor Bears offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason, and I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
Wants to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. Sweet cut there. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, the pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
How about the strong safety on that? It's great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bears decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. So Mississippi State's offense has the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's loose on the right. The 30, past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. RPO complete to open the drive. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, the portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
They'll give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Offense in a bunch formation. To throw, it's Croman Hope. That's caught. It's Glover. At the 45 on his way. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch. First.
Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This offensive line takes a lot of pride. They're very good at communicating, and they love pushing fronts around. You're seeing it on that last play, breaking off a long run, doing it early in the season in the opening game. That sets the tone for this offense.
And the Bulldogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is... second and goal for this offense. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Bulldog! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch on the left. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. From the gun. Rushes on him. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Scanning the field, it's Coleman Hope. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Quarterback making checks. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Reese. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. You don't see that too often.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got it back on second and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Collier. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. And the Bears headed quickly to the line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Finds his man down the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. He wants to change this route. Now they'll run it on the toss. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Mississippi State looking for the 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working that left side. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tennessee left little doubt You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Regardless of the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The inside handoff. Open space at the 25. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Here's a heat. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Got it in the middle. It's Peterson. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Right down the middle. Finds his man open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Collier. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bears moving quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Bringing the heat. He'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Botiford. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gonna look downfield again. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Turner. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Goodness gracious. This is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Bears really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pocket breaking down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Right down the boulevard. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Give to the running back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Bears will boot it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. Makes the grab. It's Peterson. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Peterson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
On the option. The give to the back. Slithers into space. Got the first down and more. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Collier. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Gets it out quickly. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
On the double. Jackrabbit.
Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Grabbed over the middle, it's Peterson. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And, man, I know he's going to be really upset with himself because you have all these... and all these things you want to do, and you come in your first touch, man. You cough it up, but you got to put it behind you. This defense needs to come out now, be ready to play, fight back, build some momentum back the other direction.
Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. At the 35, he's loose. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. The give on the option. Makes one man miss. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Botifer. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Croman Hope. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office, being able to execute. He's doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
To the air on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're testing the right side here. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Griffin. This time he's got it. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. To the air, it's Croman Hope. That's reeled in, it's Glover. There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice game.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't connect on the throw, it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Catch in the middle, it's Reese. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Peterson. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more.
Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 5 over Miami. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got room at the 35. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Griffin. Got his man on the right. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand, but I think the fans would argue too at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Unloads to the right. He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Pressure coming. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Croman-Hoke. Fires left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Makes the grab. It's Peterson. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The sure hands, it's Peterson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air, it's Croman-Hoke. Looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to...